Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. That is a vehicle passing. Today's video is somehow in dark. Section of it shall be in dark because I'm actually vlogging on the way. On the way to the farm. Another vehicle. So today's video, I want to share with you how a typical day looks like for someone who normally wakes up early in the morning to go and work in a farm that is far away from where they live. So right now it is the chronometer almost 5:30, that is East African time. And I'm already at a shopping center by that name. Can you read it? Vuhalalire. Okay. Vuhalalire. Vu ha vu for vum, ha for happy, and then lalire. That is my first shopping on my way to the farm. I have to pass through 2 shopping centers before I reach my destination. So ladies and gentlemen, this is how situation looks like. It is very dark, very dark. I have just met climax coach heading for Nairobi, lo capital ya mboka Kenya, which also uses this road. This is C30 road, Vumala Ijinja road. Okay, tembele kidogo. So I have to walk like an hour before I reach this farm, and I have to wade through this darkness. As you can see, very dark. That is the direction of east, where the sun normally comes up from, where the sun normally rises. And above the border, there he goes. So this is Vahaladre shopping center, and this Vahaladre is also known as Opaso, or what Opaso. So Opaso was a great soccer fan come sorcerer, and he came from this place. However, the land of the place, the land on which the center was built on, belonged to someone called Ocheng Miena. But because Opaso was more famous and more known than the owner of the land, the place was named after him. Opaso was a soccer fan who could offer one of her daughters to the best striker who used to score very important goals. That is Opaso. So tuendelee na safari, keti pasipo kubanduka, and please watch the video till the end. After this center, we're gonna reach another center called Bar Ober. Actually, Bohaladre, people normally changes that V to Bu. But in Luya, that word is Bohaladre. However, the word gives our neighbors hard time to pronounce, and they normally pronounce it according to their ability, and you will hear them. I mean, the Luo neighbors, you'll always hear them pronounce the word as Bualarire. 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 We also have a high school here, and it is a boys' high school, and the boys, I think, could not also pronounce the word well because it is a mixture of both local and other students that normally comes from far away from this place. So the place, the school, the students themselves renamed the school Buha Chapter. Buha Chapter. Another border. Buha Chapter. The chapter they are trying to open, they know themselves, just like Sigalame with this business in Bongoma. That is a vehicle. Looks like a PSV van. So the school is well known by the students themselves as Buha Chapter, and the place is Halarire or Wa Opas, so the place. And the greetings right now here is Bushiere, and the answer is Bushiere Muno. Bushiere Muno. Okay. Next center, Bar Ober. Bar Ober, a good center. If you remember the history of the migration of the Luo, there is a place by the name Bar El Ghazal, that is in Sudan, where they are said to have originated from. Bar, the word bar was carried to our next center, which is Bar Ober. Bar Ober is a good center, and the word also gave or is not well pronounced by the neighbors who are now the Luyas, and the Luyas also pronounced the name according to their ability, and they call the place Ndarabeli. 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 Ndarabeli is in Siaya County, so it is a kind of cross-county journey from Busia County to Siaya County. This is Butla constituency, and where I'm going is Ugenya constituency. Ugenya constituency, and let's move there and see what is there. Sorry for the darkness. Hili giza ni lazima litawakalia tu, litawakalia na bado litawakalia because the sun is expected at 5:50, not 5:50, 6:50. Yes, 6:50 East African time. It rained yesterday. It really poured down in this area, and it was a kind of a hailstorm. And that kind of a rain, whenever it rained long ago, people were not allowed to work on farm the following day because it was believed that they are now bringing up the storms that had already settled underground and may rain again. So there was an old man who used to walk around checking on anybody working in the farm and snatch them their hoe, their jembe. Tuendelee na safari and see you hapo baadaye kidogo. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, we are at our next center, the second center, which is Bar Ober, and that is Kenya Medical Training College, Ugenya campus, one of the institutions that area MP, a young man by the name David Ocheng, will be remembered for. One of the most hardworking MPs And there it is, Kenya Medical Training College, Kenya campus. So tunaendelea na safari. This is Bar Ober or Ndarabeli, and this is the road to Sega. Sega is I think one of the fast growing centers here in Ugenya, and it is situated along Kisumu Road. People call it highway, but I don't think if it qualifies to be known so, because it is a one-way traffic road. A one-way traffic can't be a highway. Some rentals there. So that is Sega. And Sega is said to be a Luya name, but let's discuss that later. Kwanza kwacha tung'ang'ane na hili giza, manake limetukalia na giza limetukalia ngumu, haswa nyinyi. Hata upanue macho namna gani hakuna chenye utaona, but usijali. The light is on the way. Over there is a meat butchery by the name Ongenyego Butchery, Kwegilamo Kende. And the butchery has been in operation since early 90s. Over there people are making some stuffs to sell later in the day. Barberu watu hawalali. People in this center exercises what is known as 24-hour economic system. Watu hawalali huku. Back to Ongenyego Butchery. Over there are like 6 kilometers or so to Sega. There is another meat butchery, famous one, just like this one, and that one is called Yerkendi. So our journey continues, and we are taking this road which is heading for Ramunde Primary School, and that is the home village of the area governor, Bwana Orengo James. So Orengo, here we come prepare some tea. You know, back in the days, the homes of kings were open to everyone. The gate, the doors were always open to receive anybody. You could just walk in, have whatever you want to have, and then you continue with your journey. You just bump in, grab the grabbable, and then you move on. The greetings in this region right now is Oyaore, and the answer is Oyaore ahinya. Tuendelee na safari. And ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the tunnel, there is always light. And from the east, we can now see some light. This process of shading of the light from the east among the Avaluya people is called Vukwe Iheva. Vukwe Iheva, which translates to the east is circumcising. The east is circumcising. Just like the process of circumcision, whereby the foreskin is normally removed so that whatever can see the light. the same concept was applied here among the Luya people. So when the darkness goes away and light comes in, is Vukwe Iheba. The east is circumcising. This is the place I want to work, and as you can see, we still have some giza bado limetanda here, so I'll have to wait a little bit, but as we wait for the light, let me give you the story or the history of the some of these names of the centers in Luya and Luoland. I had just mentioned the Sega, which is believed to be a Luya word. We have so many names in Luoland that are found among the Luya people and are missing in Luo language. Starting with the city, Kisumu. Actually, opinion is divided. The origin of the word is said to be Husuma, Kusuma. Husuma among the Luya and Kusuma among the Luo. And the word is said to be a Luya word. Others say it is a Luo word. Husuma, Kusuma. Husuma is whereby one wakes up early in the morning to go and hustle so that they can earn a living. Kuhustle, Husuma. Luya people say it is a Luya word. Luo people say it is a Luo word. Among the Luya is Husuma. Who? Husuma, and the Luo say it as Kusuma. Kusuma. So when the British came, they met the locals and they asked them, "Where are you going?" You know, back in the days, people used to walk from far away, like as far as Maseno to Kisumu, as far as from Luya land to Kisumu. So these people that were met, it is not documented whether they were Luos or the Luyas. And when they were asked, "Where are you going?" they said, "We are going to Husuma." And the British people had it as Kisumu. And the center was named Kisumu. That is how Kisumu came up. Going to the region, Nyanza province, or what used to be Nyanza province, a combination of Kisi and Luoland. Nyanza is missing in Luo language. Nyanza is found in Luya language, and Nyanza is Inyanza. The word Nyanza originated from the word Inyanza, which is the lake among the Luya people. Nyanza is missing in Luo. The other word is Siaya. Siaya is also missing among the Luo people, and Siaya is found in Luya language. Siaya came from the word Siayo, and Siayo is a grazing land. You know, during the migration of people into Kenya, the Luya settled in that area first before they moved forward after the coming of the guys from Bahr el Ghazal, that is in Sudan. We also have other small centers having Luya names, and this is because as the original inhabitants of those places, they named those places with their names, and as they were moving forward, they moved with some of these names and renamed them where they settled later. Starting with ukwala, or moving to ukwala, because we had already started mentioning some names. Ukwala, we have ukwala in Luo and we have vukwala in Luyaland. And this is the village of none other than Kotu Secretary General Bwana Francis Atwoli. Shenzi sana, shenzi. So ukwala in Luo, vukwala in Luya. We have Malanga in Luo. We have Malanga in Luya. We have Dudi in Luo. We have Idudi in Luya. We have Uhuma in Luo. We have Vuhuma in Luya. We have Ukalama in Luo. We have Vukalama in Luya. Umala in Luo. We have Vumala in Luyaland. Actually, we have two Vumala in Luyaland. We have Vumala and then we have Vumala B, which could as well be called Vumala the second. And then we have Murumba in Siaya and we have Murumba in Busia. Two Murumba. Let me take you around as you listen to the beautiful melodies by birds. So those are some of the names that these two communities shares, and the reason for that is migration. During migration time, the Luyas settled there and moved on, and some of them went away with their names. This is the land that I wanna work on. This is the farm. Hey, na Jesus limetukalia. So as I said, the sun is coming up at 6:50, but kule mashariki mambo yako shwari. Okay, mambo yako sawa kama shilingi kwa nyingine. Now we have light all over. That is 360 degrees. Kumekucha, kumepambauka. Kumekucha, kumepambauka. That is the touching grass. I think I will show you later where I cut some touching grass last year, and I saw it's growing. I'll show you in the next video maybe, so that you can see the progress. It was in November last year. Saizi tuko August. Are you listening to those beautiful music by birds? Munasikiza hizo nyimbo kweli? Kuna kandege kingine kanaimba hapa vizuri. Chuli, 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 chili, chili. And then goo 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 goo. That should be a dove. A dove, we call a dove as liusi. Liusi. And hey, si hapo kuna light. Ay. Hapa kumekucha. Hapa kumepambauka. Hapa mambo yako shwari. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I think we have enough light now. I can start working and I will show you the progress later on. Stay tuned. And ladies and gentlemen, the long awaited time is here, 06:50. And from the east mambo yanafanyika, kule mashariki mambo yanafanyika. Mr. Sun is coming up. Mr. Sun is majestically coming up. Is it in yellow or red? In reddish color with a basket full of vitamin D. Can't wait to have some, even though I have enough. So that is Mr. Sun for you, just from the slumber. As you can see, so you do not need to travel to Masai Mara for you to capture the rising sun. You can just travel to this place where I am. I can give you direction. You come and you get that beautiful picture of the sun, just like the days of Mtukufu Rais. Mtukufu Sun, makofi kwa Mtukufu Sun. Kwa karibu kwa Mtukufu kwa jua kwa karibu kwa utuletee kwa vitamin D kwa ambavyo kwa tumekosa kwa usiku kucha. So that is very huge. It's very huge. It's very, very huge. Hebu tuone. Tulete karibu, kuja hapa wewe. That is Mr. Sun. Huge as you can see. Huge. Hey. Where? And here the work began. Let me show you what I'm doing at the moment. I'm trying to cut some grass here so that I can bring the land to the real boundary. You know, the people who are farming here before stopped here. As you can see, they stopped here instead of this place. So I have to cut the grass first, the grass that grew on the way, so that the land can reach the real boundary, which is this one. Not this one. This is the real boundary, but the grass, tall now, very tall, grew on the way and blocked people from following the path which is on the boundary. in the process reducing the size of this land. So lazima hii nyasi ikatwe, ipelekwe, ifanye kazi zingine, so that the land can reach the boundary. Naona hii ndio boundary, nyasi imemea. Naona boundary ndio hii. So hiyo ndio kazi yenye nimeanza nayo. And kule mashariki jua linachomoza. Around here people haven't reported to work. People haven't started farm work except from a distance. Wacha nimlete karibu. We kuja hapa wewe kuja hapa. That man kuja karibu tena kidogo. Sawa. Except that man who has just come like 5 minutes ago, na pia yeye ameanza kazi. So we are 2 of us here, and jua linafanya mambo yake. So this is the work I wanna do, to bring the land to the real border. Sasa tukutane baadaye. Let me continue cutting the grass. Let me show you the tool for cutting the grass. Iko wapi? Ndio hii. This is the tool. The sickle. This tool actually inspired a disease name called sickle cell anemia. The cell tend to bend the way the sickle is. The cell tend to take the shape of this tool. That is why it was named sickle cell anemia, and we call this Luhairo in Oluluya language. Sawa, wacheni mimi niendelee na kazi, tukutane baadaye. Nimewasalimia kweli, mwamkata. So nimemaliza kukata. I've finished cutting the grass. Sasa it's time to bring the land to the boundary. And this is my outfit of the day. Outfit ya day. So let me show you what I've just done and what I'm just about to do next. Oh. Sasa kuko hivi sasa. Ana kamenyoroka. Now I have to go in my store and get my hoe so that I can bring the land to the real boundary. Acha twende store. Let us go to the store and get the tool. And this is my refrigerator today. I'm storing here my drinking water. Tena kuna giza. That is the container. It is halfway. By midday, the container shall be empty. Ndio hiyo nyazi imelala. That is the grass that I've just cut. And it will dry for 2 days, then I'll have to carry it home. Iende ifanye kazi. This is our roofing material. And this is my store. This is the key. This is the key to the store. Now let me open the store so that I can get my hoe. There it is. A very safe store. You don't need to deploy security here. This is the tool that I'm gonna use. Sawa sawa. So wacha tuendelee na kazi kidogo. Tuonane baadaye tena. Tuonane baadaye tena na tena na tena na tena. 10:02 10:02 10:02 a.m. East African time. So hapa ni kazi tu na kazi inaendelea hapa, kazi tu eloba ya the late George Pombe Magufuli. So I'm almost past midway. I have to work till somewhere around midday, that is 12 o'clock. But this is the normal stopping time. People normally work till 10, late 11. But as you can see, the sun is already hot. Hii jua la huko halijui mtu. Jua lenye linawaka pande hii sio mama ya mtu, linachoma kuchoma. Just see how the way I'm sweating. Jua la huku sio mama ya mtu, linachoma kuchoma. It is now time to go home. It is now time to go back home. 13:42. And that is exactly how a typical day to a person who normally works in a farm that is a bit away from where they normally stay looks like. You wake up early in the morning and you have to work till late. Okay, and right now I'm now heading back home. This is my way home. Yeah, sasa wacha niwaonyeshe mazingira jinsi yalivyo pande hii. Very green, very green. And up in the sky we have gray cloud. It will certainly rain. It will certainly rain today. Look at that. Look at that. Gray cloud. That is kunde lihuvi. the most common vegetable that people eat in this region. That is an anthill. Siswa. And those ants that normally mount it are called a maki or a maki. And then we have the termites, tiswa. Here is a forest. On the left, gravilia. On the right, blue gum. Gravilia, blue gum. We also have luciola. Luciola is Lutea mahamia. This is luciola. Luciola is white in color, very white. Indigenous. It doesn't shed leaves, but it is a hardwood. Very hard, luciola. Lutea mahamia. Hey, I've carried everything. I don't know if I'm really balancing the camera well, or it is taking while bending. And these are the motomwaka trees. If you remember that movie of a woman, that movie about the woman called Eshivindi. Eshivindi was a very strong woman. Okay. 20. People of Nairobi, it is a planting season back in the rural. So if you don't send money for fertilizer, money for seeds, don't come for maize in December. Tunawajua. So this is the road to James Orengo, the governor. The governor's home is like 600 to 700 meters away after a school called Ramunde Primary, which is just ahead. So our road is this one. Safari inaendelea. Hapa kuna mama wanafanya mambo, wanafanya mazoezi. Wengine ni kama wamechoka. Can tell from the arms akimbo. Okay. So we are now approaching Bar of Bear. Bar of Bear. And this is how Bar of Bear looks during daytime. Not so much developed, but going by the standard, the rural standard, it's just okay. Bar of Bear, the good center. So let's end it there. And let's meet in the next video. Indamlembe Outreach Edition continues. Ni kubwa. He. Kuno kwa hongo aya ne hanuru rangi nyuma. Ni kwa wi. No bumo buno barose. Ino ni hongo. Ino ni karibu zikile 11 $.